Joseph Foss was born on April 17th, 1915 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. When he was 11 years old, he saw Charles Lindbergh at the Sioux Falls airport, as Lindbergh was his great inspiration. In 1936, Joe began his college education in Sioux Falls, but he had to drop out of school to help his mother on the family farm. But he did manage to take private flying lessons. 5 years later, he entered the University of South Dakota, completed his civilian pilot training program, and graduated with a business degree in 1940. Upon graduation, he enlisted in the Marine Corps Reserves as an aviation cadet and earned his wings 7 months later in Pensacola, Florida, and was commissioned as second lieutenant. After Pearl Harbor, Joe was assigned to a photo reconnaissance squadron, but he wanted to be a fighter pilot. He learned all about the new F-4F Wildcat fighter plane and logged over 150 flight hours in the aircraft in June and July of 1942. When he finished his training, he became executive officer of VMF 121 and assigned to the South Pacific. In May of 1943, President Roosevelt presented him with the Congressional Medal of Honor that read in part, quote, "For outstanding heroism and courage above and beyond the call of duty, Executive Officer of Marine Fighting Squadron 121, 1st Marine Aircraft Wing at Guadalcanal, engaged in almost daily combat with the enemy. From 9 October to 12 November 1942, Captain Foss personally shot down 23 Japanese planes and damaged others so severely that their destruction was extremely probable. On 15 January 1943, he added 3 more enemy planes to his already brilliant successes for a record of aerial combat achievements unsurpassed in this war." End of quote. His 26 aerial victories equaled that of Eddie Rickenbacker, record of World War I. He then served as a training advisor at the Santa Barbara Marine Corps Air Station and then became commander of the VMP 115 in the South Pacific, where he finally met Charles Lindbergh for the second time. After the war, Joe Foss was commissioned in the South Dakota Air National Guard that he helped organize, and then entered politics and was elected to the South Dakota House of Representatives. During the Korean War, he returned to active duty as an Air Force colonel and then became Chief of Staff of the South Dakota Air National Guard with the rank of Brigadier General. In 1954, he was elected governor of South Dakota and re-elected 2 years later to a second term. He was elected the first commissioner of the American Football League and served until 1966. If you are interested in reading more about Joe Foss and the wartime history of Midway and Guadalcanal, I suggest you read the book Wildcat Aces of World War II by Barrett Tillman, published in 1995 by Osprey Publishing. Joe Foss died in January of 2003 and is buried at the Arlington National Cemetery.